Video sales letter walkthrough. So I promised I was going to do that. So let's walk through the video sales letter for quickly for info product mastery, and I'll show you the psychology behind it. I'm going to skip around. So I started out with a story, right, to kind of get you locked in. A story, like stories like soap operas, right? Like what if this
Photo of a baby. It's just not fair. That's dirty.
it's a real story. That's me
I
and my
know.
son Ryan. You know, it's a real story about and I started out with a story to make you think, okay, what is the story about? Oh, there's a guy
Yeah.
with his baby. So you got to keep watching, right? It's the main thing when you have a VSL. You want to have something there to make people keep watching, whether it's some type of compelling thing you're about to tell them, whether it's just some type of pattern interrupt. And this was like a combination of a compelling story and a pattern interrupt at the same time, right? So you turn on a video and you see a guy with his baby and you're like, what the heck? It's different than what you're accustomed to seeing. So it interrupts your pattern of what you typically expect to see in these type of videos, right? So that's called a pattern interrupt. Then I get into the story just a month earlier, Great Recession. So I tied this story in. You guys probably saw this already. I tied this story in, and then I have this what was about to be born. So it like leads in. Each slide leads into the next one. Plus, he knew that I just bought a son, and I just bought a house, and my son was about to be just bought a son, but it didn't matter. So that kind of leads you into like what the story is about. To them, I was just an expense that had to be cut, restructuring. That's what he said. So this is a real story. I was crushed. So you want to show a little bit of emotion. You want to show how you felt. People can relate to that. So immediately anybody that's lost their job or had the thought of maybe I'm going to lose my job can relate to this, right? So you want to relate to people. You want to tell your story, and then you want to tie the story in with what you're trying to teach them. So I lost a six-figure job, nothing. So I had painted this picture that you can visualize. I left that building for the last time with nothing but a cardboard box and 1 month severance. Like, wow. So automatically, I'm a good guy that you feel sorry for, right? If I'd have started out with like, listen, I'm a millionaire and I figured out this way to sell info product, you know what I mean? You'd be like, I don't want to hear this guy. But I started out with a story to make you like me. But you know what? So I'm leading you into the next slide again. Turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to me. So automatically, I left that loop in your mind. Like, how did that become the best thing to ever happen? So you see how I'm telling this story and making it compelling? And I'm not like the greatest copywriter or anything like that, but this converted, and I'm pretty proud of it. That's because I had mastered one critical skill. So now I start to tie you in to what this is about. Super lifelong skill, and I'm bigging up this skill that I want to teach you, which is the ability to create your own income by selling info products like crazy. So then I tell you why you should keep watching after that story. In this short video, I'm going to show you how you could tap into the 52 billion. So I'm telling you the potential of the market, right? To open your eyes to what it is. $52 billion industry, info product industry as well. And I'm going to give you my 7 proven steps. So I'm giving the content, the 7 steps right in this video that'll turn your ideas. So see the use of your, like more people, the more you make it about them, the more people are interested, right? I'm going to give you our proven 7 steps to turn your ideas, not just to turn ideas, to turn your ideas, your interests, or your experience into products that generate ongoing income. Everyone wants ongoing income from home. And then I introduce myself. My name is Ron Douglas. First started, I struggled. So again, I'm relating to people struggling to come up with a good product idea, right? Bought a lot of courses. So I'm relating to people that have bought a lot of courses. They all left important details out that caused me to buy even more stuff. People can relate to that, right? I wish someone had just given me a proof. So I'm leading you in. I'm kind of foreshadowing of what I'm going to give you. I wish someone had just given me a proven template to use and coach me on how to use them. So that's exactly what the product is. I'm not telling you that yet. I'm just saying this would be great to have. I wish someone had done that for me, right? So I'm leading you into seeing the value in that offer. And this is not manipulative at all. This is what it is, right? This is exactly what it is. I'm telling you why, and it's just the truth. I mean, if you're sharing the truth, I do wish someone had given me that, but I'm doing it in such a way to make it persuasive, to make you want to buy. With my back against the wall, I was forced to. So here's another story of how I came up with info product mastery. My back was against the wall, and I got fired, and I did have to come up with a way to make money. And then I started to add the credibility here. Same system. So if I had started out with this, you'd have been like, who is this guy? Why is he? I don't believe him. But now I'm the nice guy you can relate to that had this transformation of being scared for my kids' well-being, in terms of how I'm going to feed them, to being, okay, now I came up. So it's a classic rags to riches type of, struggle to success type of story. So then I show proof of what I'm saying here. Right? Show you the proof, so you have to have the proof. I show you some other credibility items, 1.4 million books. I show you the proof here with that sticker, over 1 million books sold in a series with Simon & Schuster. I tap into the credibility. So, you obviously, if you haven't been on these shows and all this stuff, this is just over-the-top credibility. You don't need to have this level of credibility. Like, most people don't. So I won't even, say you have to have it, but it's good to have. And then I bring Alice in. Talk about Right to Help Wanted, 300 members, have the recurring income piece to this. So as you can see, I eventually cracked the code and really figured things out. Would you like to be able to do it as well? Your own income on demand as well. And then I do the math for you, right? I say just one sale. So I help you envision what it would be like to know this, right? That's important. People don't care. They care about you only to the extent of how can you help them. And you have to make them envision how you can help them, or they're not interested in buying. You're just an interesting person. You know what I mean? Like the guy that did the wire walk from across the Grand Canyon. He's an interesting person, but I don't want to pay him to learn how to do the wire walk. Like, I'm never going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I want to pay him to learn how to get on TV, because I don't think I can get on TV doing a wire walk. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make people think that they can do it themselves and show them the outcome in advance. So I'm showing you the outcome in advance: 2 sales, 3,000 a month; 4 sales, 6,000 a month. Showing you the numbers.
And that could be applied to different niches too, like, weight loss or whatever, like all different types of things. Think about what they want to accomplish, and you can break it down in the same way. We happen to be showing it in on a business topic, but it works for whatever you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. People have to envision the results that they're going to get from that. And if you can make them do that, then you have what it takes in terms of having a good converting copy, right? People say, okay, after I buy this, I'm going to get this result.
And there's a comment about the credibility, and yours it's particularly impressive, and we don't always all have that. But there's always something that you can find, things that you've accomplished personally, or, if you're going to be working in the niche, it's probably, I don't know if you said that, because we talked about that before, but I don't know if you said it today, that yes, you did, because you were talking about your wife's example, suggesting go somewhere where you already have that, where you can work that in, and makes it so much easier.
Or learn something and then do it, and then show your results. Or
show it. That is credibility. That is credibility. Maybe you're not on TV shows like Ron was, and that doesn't matter. That's still something that people can relate to, that they can see that you know what you're talking about and why they want to learn from you. That's very important.
Or you could even say, okay, like if you look at the book, what was it called? Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, one of the best-selling books of all time. He wasn't an authority. All he did was he did case studies on what all these rich people did and how they thought and how they got rich, right? So his proof wasn't even his proof. It was just he leveraged their credibility, right? If you look at what I did with Recipe Secrets, I wasn't a chef. I'm still not a chef. People think I am now. My wife cooks better than I do. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell anybody that, but if you look, all I did was I leveraged the credibility of the restaurants. Yeah, I'm recording, right? Well, people, only customers can see this. Inside details you learn as a customer. I make some mean fried chicken, though, and pancakes and lasagna. I'm pretty good with that. Anyway, I can grill. I'm pretty good at grilling. But yeah, so what was I saying?
You were I'm not sure what you were going to say. Were you going to say
I wasn't an expert at that, but I just kind of leveraged the success. Like, people wanted to know how to make those restaurant recipes, and I said, well, I tried them, and here's my results. And a lot of people think they taste just like the restaurants, and I'm just using the restaurant's popularity So the same thing with Napoleon Hill. He was just using all these rich people, their popularity.
Right.
So you could do an info product about like, here's how they do it. I interviewed these people or I researched these people and found out how they did it. So if you don't have credibility, you could borrow credibility in that regard, or you could just partner with someone who's doing it. So I want to know how it works. So I sat down with my partner. We outlined the system. So fill in the blank templates, which we have, and it just makes it seem easy to use. See the language I'm using? Created easy to use, fill in the blank templates for each step in the process. Grab a pen and a pad, so here comes the content. So people usually at this point would be like, okay, he's trying to sell me something. Now I just threw you a loop. Grab a pen and a pad because here are the steps. I'm just going to give you the steps, right? So you're like, whoa, this is good. You're just going to give it to me. So I give it to you. And I tell you, I'll give you a few seconds. Are you ready? And I give you the steps, right? And I walk you through the steps, and I actually teach this, pretty much some of the stuff that I'm talking about here, but abbreviated versions of it. I give you each of those steps, give you my results, give you all that stuff. And then you're like, okay, well, this guy is pretty cool. He gave me all this stuff. So I said, now you can take these steps and attempt to launch your own info product online, which you can, or you can let us help you get it done successfully. So that's one of the best closes in the world, is to tell someone you can do all of this stuff yourself, or you can let us help you. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I want to do it, but I'd much rather pay them to help me do it, because maybe I'm not quite sure on how to do everything yet. So let me just pay these guys. So that's the concept behind this whole VSL limited number of students. Here's what you're about to get. So I recap the offer. I tell you what you're going to get. I'll skip through some of the stuff. I summarize the offer. And then I come back to helping them envision what it is again before I come to the final close. Are you ready to help? Are you ready to create your product and let the internet sell it for you? That sounds great. Everyone wants that, right? While you enjoy the extra income. And it's true, because affiliates, if you have a good product, affiliates will promote your product. I have people promoting my products on ClickBank and JVZoo and all that right now, making us sales. We probably made sales as we were on this webinar. Let us help you succeed. Then I talk about the normal price, and then I start to paint the picture of why this is a great deal. Special introductory offer, one low price, and I have a payment plan. Having a payment plan works well also, because people might not want to spend the full amount right up front, so they'll opt for the payment plan, and that increases your conversions. Then I have my guarantee there, and then I have this urgency to buy. However, the program starts this week, so act now to lock in your spot. And then I have the call to action, use the buy now button to continue. But you also want to have a guarantee as well. I don't like guarantees, but you should have a guarantee. They say it's good for conversions to have a guarantee. And what Alice suggested also.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What Alice suggested also was we have this exit pop. So if you go to Info Product Mastery, and this is InstaBuilder too. This is InstaBuilder. This is the InstaBuilder, countdown clock. This is all InstaBuilder. So if you leave this page, it'll say, wait, get more details before you go. Stay on the page. So you click stay on the page. And then all it is a text version. So for people that don't want to read the video, don't want to watch the video, they can get the same thing, but it's just a text version, which Alice put together. And she also tested what was that other page? You tested putting it right on IP.
I think it's, which one do I want to send you to? And maybe do you want to explain why, like, you choose, whoa, I can't, I'm trying to find it. Why video? Why? What's the benefit to making it into a video? Because essentially you're still, in that video, you covered all the things that you would do in a regular sales page that is written, but what's the benefit to using a video?
Right. Using a video, people hear your voice, right? People see your pictures, people see your face, they can hear your story. So it's a lot more compelling to tell a story in a video where people hear you talking, can hear the inflection of your voice and the emotion of your voice, and I was crushed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you could write and I was crushed, and people would read it and I was crushed. Or you could say and I was crushed.
You're talking on my computer. Sorry.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
thought they,
Like that's the video helps you kind of get that emotional type of connection with the person
yeah,
where they feel like they know you better. And some people just like watching videos and won't want to read on a screen. Personally, I'm like that. I don't want to, my eyes start to hurt if I just read this long thing on a screen. You know, most people just skim through this anyway. Skim, 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 skim. Okay, what's the price?
exactly. And I think when they do the video, they're more likely to hear all of it. So
What just
you might not have everybody watch that video, but the people who watch it, you probably keep their attention longer. So
right.
it's something that you have to test out. And I think, yeah, you said we also did a page for our Writer Help Wanted members because they always ask us for written stuff. They want
Yeah,
it written
yeah.
down. I guess they're writers. They want to read. They want to read. So how do I give you the link?
Okay. What is it? Forward
It's
slash?
your, like, YOURE. I made a weird link. No, and then dash invited dash IPM. You've probably been to it. So,
Right. So
yeah.
what Alice did was she created this page that had both. Instead of like waiting for the exit pop up, had exit offer or whatever it is. She put it both. So she said, prefer to read on to get the whole story. So she put them both on one page, which was brilliant. This probably converted better, I would imagine. And
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't have enough time and stuff to test like with the different audiences, but it did convert better for that group of people because I think it's what they needed. But overall, like, you sent it to your list. The other page, that page was great. And for me, because this is interesting too, because we're working on this together, and this letter was about you, and you do introduce me in there and stuff. So I liked how you did it because it was more personal than if it was both of us presenting it. You wouldn't have been able to do that personal story, do that connection. But when it came to me promoting it, I made it even another page where I put myself up at the top with a picture of me and just a little introduction saying that I'm working with you and, and that you're going to tell this story. And I kind of just talked about how publishing information products has changed life for me, and then said, this is what we're working on, and Ron has this for you, a presentation for you, and introduced it that way. So there's always, always think about your audience and what they are thinking, how they're coming to the page, and different ways that you can do it. You don't just have to have that one page. You can also do that for your affiliates as well, like give them, if they think they need something else. A lot of affiliate programs will allow you to give a different landing page. JVZoo does it. In a member, I can set up any affiliate with a different link for them, or they can link to any page on my site.
Yeah, we'll show that in a second. So let's in the interest of time, let's just keep going, I suppose. Speed up a little bit. So yeah, so that's I walked you through the VSL. So hopefully you guys got a lot out of that, because that's, I paid a lot of money to learn and a lot of time invested to learn how to do that. So hopefully you guys got a lot out of it, because it worked. I just showed you the results. You guys are here, so it's proof that it worked, right? You guys bought. So video sales letter walkthrough. Upsell, let me walk you through the upsell video right quick. I'll walk you through the upsell video we did for Writer Help Wanted, or I did for Writer Help Wanted. Said, welcome. If you're serious about earning money from your writing. So again, I mentioned this where you have something. Upsell video could be a lot shorter, right? Because they already bought something. If you're serious about earning money, this video contains a major opportunity for you. So I'm telling them this is a major opportunity that we're trying to give them. Hey, I'm introducing myself, co-founder, Writer Help Wanted. Congratulations on joining. Welcome to the site. So they just purchased. So I'm congratulating them on joining, welcoming them to the site, telling them that they'll be able to access in just a moment. But before you jump ahead, here's your opportunity to upgrade your membership to join our private success group. Personally invite you to move up to the next level. So look at the language, move up. Everyone wants to move up, right? Next level. Everyone wants to get to the next level by joining our elite, right? Elite Writers Lab. Everyone wants to be elite. So I'm offering them something elite. Find our most successful members who are really serious. So I was saying to them, if you're really serious and you want to be successful, our most successful, this is like social proof, our most successful members who are really serious about success, choose this option. Here's what you're about to get when you join the Elite Writers Lab to your order. So this is kind of like a psychological thing, the way I worded this. Here's what you're about to get. So I'm telling them what they're about to get. So I'm kind of assuming, I'm making that assumption in their mind that they're about to get it. Here's what you're about to get.
Don't say things like if you add or whatever. You just talk as though they're doing it.
Yeah. I'm talking about like it's happening right now. You're about to do it right now. So it doesn't leave any doubt in their mind. And it's kind of like a call to action in a way. What they call this, this is important too. I didn't even add this, but this is important. It's like this stuff comes up when we start talking about it. Trial closes. What's called a trial close is extremely important when you're doing these type of things. And I probably had one in there. A trial close is like before you get to the close, you're creating these trial closes where you have a positive response in people's minds, where they say yes to questions ahead of time. Like, are you ready to get to the next level? Like, and if people say yes to that, that's a trial close. So automatically, when you have people throughout your video in their mind saying yes, 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 and then they get to your close and they're like, what the hell? Just added yes, because they've been saying yes all throughout your video, all throughout your presentation to the questions that you're asking. Let me see if I could find a trial close for you guys as I'm going through this. So, and I outline the benefits. I say it's going to give them an unfair advantage, take it to the next level at major benefit, much faster, right? If you're serious about this opportunity, let's make you a sweet deal. So I'm telling you, this is going to be a sweet deal. It's going to make this an easy decision for you. Just $1. You can join today for just $1. No obligation. You can cancel at any time. So kind of relieving them of that thought, like, am I going to keep getting billed? Because that's what people are thinking when you say $1. And if you decide to remain a member, so I'm full transparency, the membership fee is I'm using just $27 a month, right? Less than $1 a day you'll be investing towards your success. Add that right now. So I guess I don't even know if I had a trial close in here. But a trial close would be like a question that gets a yes response in advance. I probably should add one. Well, this thing converts though too.
Yes.
Sure, I had one in that other VSL. Where's that VSL? Let's see if we can find a trial close, because that's important. If you want to increase your conversions, just add a trial close, and add a few of them, and you'll be surprised at what your response will be. Let's see, question. Oh, here we go. Would you like to be able to generate your own income on demand as well? Hell yes. You know what I'm saying? That's a trial close. That's like, okay, you're getting a yes response. Who's going to say no to that? In your mind, you're saying yes subconsciously. What would you do with that extra income each month? Okay. Want to know how the information product system works? Trial close. Yes, I would like to know that. So this is just some of the things to keep in mind. Are you ready? So are you ready is another type of trial close, because it's like, okay, I'm ready. So it makes like when I try to close the offer, you already said that you're ready. Are you ready? You know, so that's some of the things to think about with that upsell video, and also with the video sales letter. Some major psychological, it's like some advanced stuff we're teaching you here. Mm-hmm. So do we even need to go through copyright? So let's go to some of the copywriting.
I think, well, yeah, let's go through a little bit. And then also, again, go through the documents that we uploaded for you.
If I could find it, info product.
Too many windows.
Did I close it? So what is it? Is it a beginning tutorial?
The page for beginner. So no, it should open in a new window. So maybe I think you did close. Oh, maybe before that. No, that should open in a new window too. I don't know where you are. It's the IPM HQ, right?
IPM HQ. Yep.
There you go.
Okay, so which one? Oh, sales page. This one. Sales page template.
No. What are we looking for? Oh, no, it's a little further down. Copywriting basics and terminology. I would say maybe we should move that up. I just put it down lower because I wasn't sure if everybody would need it. But that would be the first step if you want to go into there. That one, it goes into quite a bit of detail. And
yeah, so you definitely want to go through this. I mean, some of the stuff you want to skim through, I guess, with the headline. This goes through terminology and stuff. target
Yes,
market.
and even starting from your target market and everything, and it'll even help you with that niche research. So if you are new, this is definitely a good starting point, because that's the most important thing, is to kind of put it in the context of how you're going to sell your product. You should know that from the beginning as well. So, and coming up with the USP.
Yeah, know the difference between features and benefits. Benefits are what sells. Features are just features, right? Nobody cares if a BMW has 400 horsepower. What they care about is, okay, I could speed past my friends, or I'm faster than my friends now, or
Yeah.
someone cuts me off, I could blow right by them, or, someone, they care about like the experience. They care about the benefit of it, but not necessarily the features. The features themselves don't mean anything. All that matters is the experience that those features give you, the benefits that those features give you.
And this, I think, if you go down to it, even gives probably some examples of how to kind of combine them, because sometimes people care about the features. Like, yes, with the car, they want to know the horsepower or whatever, but they want to know what that means. So you tell them the technical thing, but you also tell them the thing that they can imagine, doing because of that.
Oh, here we go. Passionately kiss your husband each morning, and he's sure to stay faithful.
Oh.
Or do this one thing each morning, and your husband's eyes will never stray to another woman. So that's a bad bullet point, good bullet point. I like that.
Well, yes, because the difference there is that you don't want to tell, when you're creating, bullet points are great to put on your sales pages to tell kind of what's in the product, but you don't want to give away, you don't want to tell them exactly what's in it. This gives them the question, like, okay, what is that one thing? What the benefit is there? Husband's eyes will never stray, but what in it? It kind of creates that curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing just tells you what to do.
So your headline. So those are that's the terminology. So go through that. Get caught up on the terminology.
And headline. Linda, the link is writer have wanted, and we're gonna email everything. So don't worry if you've lost where it is. When we send the recording, we'll send the link to the page. But it's writerhelpwanted.com IPMHQ or /IPMHQ. You can see it at the top of the screen there too.
Yeah, I just put it in the chat again. Right in the chat box there. Okay. Yeah. Where were we? Oh, yeah. So headlines, you want a headline to grab attention. So because people come to your page, they're busy, and then they see your sales page, like, oh, another sales page. So you want to have something in the headline that keeps them there, right? You want to address them directly in that headline. You want to be specific. In the headline, a headline that simply says, we sell X widgets, doesn't say enough to get the reader to keep reading. All right, so what's a better headline? Let's see. You can start out with a question. I like question headlines too. Who else wants to? All right. So what was a better one? We sell X widgets. Many people sell X widgets. Why would you want to learn about yours? Common ones that are proven to work. Okay.
There's also a whole swipe file too with like there's in this guide there's lots, but then you grab that swipe file that is right below when you go to the download page, and you'll find even more fill in the blanks.
Yeah. Fill in the blanks. Who else wants to? Boom. You do this to get this benefit. How this person or me or someone made me do this, and how it can help you too. How X brand weight loss shake made me lose 37 pounds in 7 weeks. See how specific that is. See how the benefit is. You can lose weight in that period of time. So weight loss shake. Are you tired? That's a question. Are you tired of unsightly bags under your eyes? Apply just a dab of X cream once a day. So it has the question here, and then it has the solution, and then it piques your interest if you have that problem. So remember I said one problem, one solution. You can focus on creating products to do that. The secrets too. Everyone loves secrets. That's what I ran with when I first started. Secrets. Recipesecrets.net. Discover the secrets to your favorite restaurant recipes. I was a big secret user. Give me blank and I'll blank. Give me 15 days and I'll turn your ever reluctant child into an avid reader. So you should start thinking about your product, the benefits of your product, what's the main thing you want to focus on in terms of creating the headline. And, the best thing to do is just write a bunch of headlines and come up with the best ones and test them out and, see the response that you get.
Mm-hmm.
Sub-headlines are the headlines that goes, the headline
that breaks
right
up
under your headline.
copy to make it easier to read, and people who do skim, you can kind of get their attention again and get them to come in. And all this is on the sale, if you open up the sales page template too, whether you actually use the template in your site or use it as a guideline, it kind of shows you where to put all these different things.
Yeah, for sure. So I talked a bit about power words, some of the words that I used. Secret, amazing, discovery, free is a power word, health. So you want to include power words in your sentences.
And there's hundreds in the swipe file too. This is just a short list.
Yeah, exactly. Transitions. So transitions, like I showed you in that VSL, transitions, it kind of keeps you going from one slide to the next, or in the terms of copywriting sales page, it would keep you going from one paragraph to the next, right? And best of all, and most importantly, so it makes you say, what's coming next? And best of all. So you have to, if you read and best of all, your mind automatically thinks, okay, and best of all what? What's next? Right? So it makes you read the next paragraph, or it makes you keep watching the video. And most importantly, but before you decide, but if you're still not sure, but that's not all. Right? That's one of those infomercial ones, right? But that's not all. but wait, there's more. Like, there's more. Wow, this is amazing. Get started right now with boom. So those are some of the transitions, guarantees, condition of your guarantee, the nature of your guarantee. You could talk about your guarantees. Join. We had a very unique guarantee with this product, which I'm hoping doesn't bite us. But 10 times your money. So yeah, we're confident if you do follow these 7 steps and put your product out and follow the steps, you will make 10 times your money. I mean, how could you not? And if you're not satisfied, so we're assuming that people will be satisfied with the training. And people, if they try this, they'll succeed with it, because I don't see how you couldn't. And if you try it, you succeed with it, you don't succeed with it, we'll gladly, So that when you think about a guarantee takes away the risk from the customer and puts it on you, which increases your sales, right? So the amount of sales that you're going to get from having that guarantee, the additional sales, is usually worth the amount of people that are going to refund you. If you have something good, you're going to have a small percentage. Like I showed $5 posts, I had 3.4% or 3.1%, something like that, refunding, which is unheard of for an information product on JVZoo. Look at the refund rates on information products on JVZoo. You might find 15, 20%. So don't worry, give a guarantee. It increases your sales, and some people are just going to be deadbeats and refund. And a lot of people aren't going to do anything anyway. So you're going to have some shining stars that actually use your information and succeed. And those are the people I do this for. The people that are actually going to change their life and do something. That's what gets me up in the morning. Other people just buy it just for entertainment purposes. They just want to learn how the magic trick works, but they don't necessarily want to become magicians. They just want to know. Like my mother-in-law, last night we went to this birthday party, and she didn't really want to go to the birthday party, but she was upset because she couldn't go because she agreed to babysit the kids. So if we had told her, okay, don't worry about it, we'll find another babysitter, you can go, she would have been like, nah, I don't want to go. But she just wanted to have the option. You know what I mean? The option is what makes her happy. So I don't know how that ties in with guarantees, but I just found it interesting.
Yeah.
Call to action, you tell people exactly what you want them to do.
Going back to guarantees, John just has a question I thought was interesting. He talked about conditional guarantees with PayPal or ClickBank. If you use ClickBank, you just have to give a refund, right?
Yeah.
PayPal, you can make up your own. You can make your own policy that someone might file a claim and then you have to defend it and figure it out. And many times PayPal will find in your favor, but it all varies, and sometimes it doesn't seem to have any rhyme or reason what gets decided. But those kinds of things are are not so common, where people will make a claim in PayPal.
Yeah, it's just a part of doing business. You're gonna get a few of
Yeah.
those, but you know, it is what
Yeah.
it is. Let's give people their money back, whatever. I mean, people, you want people, you want customers that are gonna buy from you again in the future, and the people that aren't like that and just don't see the value in what you're offering, just whatever, you know, you want to cut ties to them anyway. I used to have this coworker that would say to me, never work for a boss who doesn't think you're doing a good job. You think about it, right? In those regards, like you want to work for somebody that appreciates you and thinks you're doing a good job. And if not, then go somewhere else. I don't know how that ties into what I was saying either, but it just came to mind. Closing, postscript. So you can go through all this stuff. I mean, we set up this template for you guys to actually like plug and play, right? Just plug in your, I think that's in the,
Are you looking for the sales page template? You're on the
yeah,
wrong.
sales page template, yeah. Go through that. It has an
Yeah,
outline
that's
for you.
it's got a bunch of stuff in it. There's a there's an HTML format of it if you want to load it, into an HTML page, or if you just want to, there's a Word document or whatever word processor you use. You can open it just to look at it and see how to lay the different things, lay everything out.
Right.